Heidi, welcome back to Listen I Have an Idea. I am Heidi, and today is officially December 1st, which means NaNoWriMo is over. I had such a fantastic month. It was a really insanely busy month, but you know what? It was amazing, and I'm so glad that I participated in NaNoWriMo. Today's video is going to be one that I'm going to be looking back on come next year when NaNoWriMo starts again. I'm definitely going to be participating in NaNoWriMo next year. It's been amazing, so why wouldn't I do it again? All of these apply to how my NaNoWriMo went, and hopefully you guys might find them helpful. Tip number one is to outline your novel. I know a lot of people are pantsters, at least that's what I think the term is, where you just go for it. On the first day, November 1st, you just start writing. My advice is to come up with a short outline for your book, at least for the first few chapters. I am a planner. It was so helpful because that way, while I was writing, I didn't need to spend the extra time thinking about what the next chapter was going to be. I already had it written down. You don't necessarily have to make an outline, but it was definitely helpful for me, and I know it's been helpful for other people. Tip number two is to write every day. This is not something that I achieved this month. I had a few 0-word days, which I am fine with, but if you get into the swing of writing every day, it's just going to become natural and you're going to feel as though you're missing out on something when you don't write any words. Tip number three is to plan your month. I suggest printing out a calendar or have a calendar on your wall where everything that you're going to be doing that month is written out. Schedule in all of your appointments and very important dates, things that you know are going to be taking place during November when you're writing. That way, when you're looking at your calendar, you know exactly what you're going to be doing those days, and if you need to plan ahead, you totally can. Tip number four is to write a ton at the beginning. This is something that I did, and while you might burn yourself out really quickly, I suggest writing an extra 500 words a day. Make it to about 2,000, a little over 2,000 in the beginning. That way, if you have some 0-word days later on throughout the month, your word count won't suffer. Tip number five is to schedule your day. This is something that I did every single day of the month. Find a schedule that works really well for you. If there's a specific time of day that you prefer writing, schedule to write during that time. For me, it was at night. I would start writing around 7:30 and then go until midnight, 2 o'clock, a few days, 4 a.m. It really depends on your preference for writing times. By scheduling your day, even that morning or the night before, you know exactly what's going to happen, and that way you're better prepared for your writing time. Tip number six is to find motivation. Whether you find it through YouTube or online forums, find something that inspires you and motivates you to get writing. For me, it was watching other people hit their goals and beating me in their daily word counts. I didn't necessarily catch up to the word count, but seeing other people achieve their goals really early on and just to keep pounding out those words really inspired me to continue writing. If you're the type of person who got inspired to write your novel by a specific event or movie or book, I suggest you go read that book, watch that movie, go back to that place. By immersing yourself in that inspiration, I truly believe that you will get even more inspired to continue writing your story. Tip number seven is to change your writing spot. For me, I edited all of my videos on my laptop at my desk, so when it came to writing, I didn't want to sit here for another 4 or 5 hours, so I ended up moving over to my bed and doing all of my writing over there. I pushed my bed up against the wall and put all the pillows around so it became almost like a day bed, and it was so comfy. If you're the type of person that prefers writing in public, I suggest going to the library. One of my friends who I discovered through NaNoWriMo, Lisa Michelle, goes to the library, and whenever she talks about it in her videos, I feel like she gets so much done at the library. I myself didn't actually end up going to a single library throughout the entire month. Find a spot that works for you, and if you get bored in one spot, change it up. Go right outside, go sit on a couch, go sit in your kitchen. Do whatever it takes to keep you inspired and to keep you writing. Tip number 8 is to not look at your word count. I know this entire month and this entire challenge is about making it to the 50,000 word goal, but if you can procrastinate looking at your word count for as long as possible, you will be surprised with the number that shows up. The other thing too about word count is double check your word count on both the program that you're using and on the NaNoWriMo website. The program that I was using had a different word count algorithm than the website, so I ended up having to write about an extra 1,000 words in my document in order for the website to claim that I have written 50,000 words. Make sure you double check that before the last possible second and find out that you still have 1,000 words yet to write. Tip number 9 is to participate in writing sprints. This is one of the things that I didn't come across until about halfway through the month, and then I started participating in them, and let me tell you, they definitely helped my writing. I initially started by setting a timer on Google, writing for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and that was really awesome. I got a lot of words written. Then I switched to the writing sprint counter on the actual NaNoWriMo website. You can set a specific time, you can do it personal, you can do a personal word sprint or a group word sprint. Then after the time is up, a little word counter will pop up. You update your word total and you will see your little graph go up. Tip number 10 is probably the most important tip on my entire list, and that is sleep. Sleep is so important. It's something that I lost a lot of this month because I was busy writing, busy editing, busy doing a ton of things, but you have to schedule in sleep. It is so important for your just overall state of being. Like I said earlier, if you're going to be scheduling your day, make sure that you schedule in sleep. Figure out when you're going to go to bed, figure out when you're potentially going to wake up, set an alarm clock. That way you get a good solid 6 to 8 hours. That's what I suggest. Those are my tips for surviving NaNoWriMo. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. I know when I look back on this next year, this list is going to help me. So hopefully it helped you. So thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting on all my videos. It's been such an amazing month. This has been such a welcoming community, and I'm just so happy that I decided to participate this year. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with my first Vlogmas video. Bye!